Okay, hey, what's up, my construction entrepreneurs? Tyrone Jones here. It's been a minute since I posted. Been going through so much, dealing with so much with growing the business, dealing with issues, solving things, coming up with new systems. I mean, it's a full-time job, but trying to post at the same time is very difficult. It's like I almost need to hire on an assistant to follow me around with a camera. But then everyone that I associate with, all my customers, not used to it. Very, very difficult to just implement it into my everyday life. Okay, so for the people that's new here on this channel, I'm Tyrone Jones, founder, owner, director of the Construction Entrepreneur School of Services. Also own a construction company by the name of Rise Construction Services, incorporated with my partner, Sean Varese. And we're located here in Southern California, mainly Los Angeles County for the most part, but you never know. It could be Riverside, it could be San Diego. We do work all over. We just try to make sure we have a constant flow of work in what area we're in, all right, to make it more efficient to do work in that area. We mainly do whole apartment flipping, but our trades are like my trade is I'm a concrete is my trade, asphalt is second. My partner Sean, metal stuff, framing and drywall, and is his trade. So even though we'll jump into everything as a general contractor can do, we do resort back to our trades as far as doing projects and those lines of work. So today I'm actually headed to a project in San Gabriel. It's a 5-star hotel in combination with a like 6 floors of condo. So 6 floors of the hotel, and I think the hotel is going to be, I think it's the Hilton. Okay, so supposedly this owner slash developer owns a bunch of commercial properties in San Gabriel. Okay, hopefully I can get him on video. We'll see. Everyone is always skeptical with as soon as I pull out my phone, I turn on the camera. So we'll see how much I can get, but mainly today is to negotiate. Okay, on this project, it is there's not many subs on this project right now. I guess a lot of subs initially that started this project really couldn't meet their obligations as contractors, so they got some half-done work, some skeptical work, some work that need to be rechecked. So what we're doing on this one is we're going in and doing some electrical work for them in P1 and underground parking, P1 and P2. Then we'll be looking at some drywall installation on the metal stuff framing. I'll get some video of that as well. And then possibly, depending on how the relationship flows after that, with those, the first one with the electrical, second one with the drywall, we'll see how everything flows into this other work of us actually framing maybe even the remainder of the hotel on whatever needs to be done, the electrical of the hotel, and the framing and drywall of the condo side of this project. So it's a pretty big project. Can actually keep us busy definitely until the middle of next year. Definitely until middle of next year, if not to the end of this year. But I think into the second quarter of next year, if we can play our cards right and the relationship develops in a positive direction, I think this thing can carry us pretty far. So today our goal is we having a crew come over to the project. My partner and I have visited this project twice already. I think twice, maybe once or twice already. Kind of looking at some things, see what we can see if it's something we can take on. Now, jumping into a position like this it's not easy. Basically, I'm coming in, taking over from a contractor that did unfinished work. So as soon as I touch this project, everything I own now, right? So it's a very difficult and tricky position you can put yourself in as a subcontractor, especially if you're unsure about pricing, about productivity, scheduling, quantity takeoff. You know, those things play some key roles into assuming this role. When it gets to this point where you're jumping in to basically put out a fire, and of course you want to look good. You know, it's everything that's small matters at this point, and needs to be addressed ahead of everything in the beginning. There's no, you know, unless we have to, you know, rip something out, because as we dug into further of things, we realized, you know, that particular whatever they did is not going to work. Outside of something like that, you have not much wiggle room outside of what you set up in the initial beginning. You know, this will be, and we don't have a whole lot of practice just taking over projects from subcontractors, right? But I'm very much familiar with itemizing line items, knowing my costs, building my rates, knowing how to have foresight on existing problems that can happen, giving pricing to those problems, or pricing that can blanket over different issues that can possibly happen, and that's being okay with you know, submitting now and then actually you know, issue happening too much down the line, and it covering our costs, material, and everything that we're doing. So I'm confident in that. The first project we took over was for one of our main one of our main investment groups that we do work for. We took over electrical project for them and did pretty good on it. It was an apartment building. I think it had about 18 units on it, and we did pretty good on it. Toward the end, we kept getting calls back for things that was outside of what we did, but still dealing with electrical, you know, with them overloading circuits, you know, plugging too many things into the circuits, which is out of our what we initially did, because we just finished off from what another contractor did and followed everything that they wanted us to do to the T. So a lot of that stuff had to, a lot of those requests that we were getting, I had to get involved and shift that to the maintenance side of the work, instead of, you know, it be warranty work, you know, callbacks for the contractor that installed. So outside of that project, this would be our second project. But you know, going to go looking at this, getting another fresh pair of eyes, having our crew go over there. We should have about you know, 3 people over there looking at this whole thing, plans laid out, and probably going to spend a good probably 2 hours, 3 hours over there with the crew. Probably spend an hour with the crew, kind of, you know, looking at things, getting questions, you know, getting their insight. Our head electrician getting his insight, and then the rest of our time, you know, outside of the crew time, they may stay there, kind of continue to look at things while my partner and I go into negotiations with the owner in regards to the work that we're going to be doing. Now, the owner does have a budget set aside, right? Now, that budget means nothing to me. I really don't care about your budget. My thing is this: going in there, completing the work at hand, completing what I see of what you may not see, and then presenting why my price is more suitable for what needs to be done. to get you to that next level of approved inspection status. So that's how it go. You know, I'll be doing some videoing of this project, probably P1, P2. Basically, it looks the same. P1 is just underground parking. Emergency lighting is in already. Very interesting project. I'll take you on some other parts of the project as well. But it'd be exciting to actually get time to, you know, get my YouTube subscribers back involved in what I'm doing and the projects that I'm involved in. And then I have to talk to you about some of the bad things that happen, some of the issues that has happened, and some of the solutions that we came up with that has happened on other projects during this lapse in videos. So that would be interesting, something that everyone can either learn from or chime in and help me learn from something. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you this project. Catch you on the next one. All right, so we're here at the project here. I'm in actual P1. I can show a video of an aerial video of the site, or maybe even go outside to the sidewalk and show. Got pulled down. So we're just gonna run everything in here and not do any of the mounting.
Oh, we're not mounting nothing?
No. I guess there's someone else that's mounting it.
Okay, well they've got a lot of temp power already hooked up, okay? All this is all temporary.
Well, the lighting and stuff.
Right. With the emergency lighting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see where they're able to have some kind of lighting. And that's where a lot of the stuff. This is well, this will be your access going up, okay?
Okay.
It looks like they've already got their pipes running up. They've got pull string already pulled up on them, okay?
Okay.
Same with that too.
Okay. Some of this stuff don't even have any pull lines in there. Yeah. Okay, so this is P1. I mean, you got to go downstairs again for P2. You see a lot of emergency lighting is already lit up in here. So temp power is in here, as you heard one of my guys say. Saw admin girl there. I'm doing a video. You want to be in it? Oh, for YouTube. Say hi. Oh, I'm talking about this project right here. So it's a lot of tip lighting already installed. So we have to go through and complete what the last contractor, basically where the last contractor left off. Now this may resort into ripping stuff out because it wasn't done right, or it could be just as easy as us moving in here, installing more conduit, pulling wire, and then dropping our stuff into each electrical room, because there's multiple electrical rooms within this project. So it could be just as simple as that, and then out. Some of the features that are on this property here, like I said before, it's a hotel on one side, 5-star hotel on the other side, and a condo on the other side. And we'll go at the top to look at that. But I found out on the 3rd floor there's actually going to be a club and a dive bar that'll be open to the public. That will be here on the 3rd floor. It's supposed to be pretty nice here. Elevator shaft here. It's supposed to be boarded up because it's all open. So basically we got our crew here, electrician crew, to basically figure out a gist of what needs to be done here. Once we can kind of figure out where we left off at, then I can kind of estimate what is needed to complete the remaining of the project. Maybe a little tough to do, but it all depends on what stage that we determine this project is in. We will not be able to figure out everything. You know, I mean, if they wanted to pay us to come in here and kind of evaluate what scope they're actually at, that would be an additional charge. So we're just here to figure out what we can actually do, give a price for what we can do, and then we go from there. And whatever's not included in what we say we can do or can't do, then we'll discuss that at a later date as we approach those different tasks that's not included in our contract. And that's how you basically handle that. So I'll restart this video probably on P1 because we're on P2 now, and then I'll also go up to the other floors to look at the remaining of the project. All right, my construction entrepreneurs, catch you on the next one. So this side is the hotel side. Amazing ceiling portion. We're not up here yet. We're only working, like I said, P1, P2. They got some glazers here doing some work, but pretty much for the most part empty. We're the selected contractors here. A lot of framing already done. Here we're gonna have to run. I don't see much electrical ran up here. Not sure if all the framing is actually done, but this will have to be figure this out as well. So this project for us, see, they got a lot of lifts already on this project. So this project for us would be basically a labor only project. The electrical portion just turned into a full electrical job, meaning that what we thought we originally came to do is just to hang some lights, some fixtures, things like that. That got changed when the full scope got figured out here. So once the full scope got figured out, that was a lot different as far as what is actually being done now. Now it's just a lot more has to be done. Almost is looking at this as if nothing was really done. We're treating this as if P1 and P2 as if it's a brand new project. So this is one end of the project to this and that is the entrance where we came in at. See, you can tell nothing's ran here at all, lighting or nothing. So yeah, this is nothing's ran here either. You could just tell. Hey buddy.
Yes, sir.
Oh hey, I met you the other day, right?
Yeah.
So let's take a look at this here. Oh man, a lot of trash up here. Okay, so that portion over here in that C shape, that's the hotel. Okay, assuming this is gonna be a pool, and I think at some level, I don't know where that club is gonna be at, but this should be where the hotel's stopping and the condos will start. Here, turn, into a C. So this whole building will be a tight C all the way around. So that's the next portion we're giving them a price on, is building this portion of the condos, but also too to do drywall in this place here. If you look closely, there's no drywall done. Electrical's supposed to be ran, plumbing's supposed to be ran, and they're supposed to be pouring the floors this next week, and possibly waiting on us to start drywall within like 3 weeks. But we'll see. A lot of things get thrown out then in the end. You really see where you're at. Let's go check out this view here. Man, you just hope all these holes land where they're supposed to land. Let's hope that. It's a straight Valley Boulevard and Del Mar Avenue. City of San Gabriel. Okay, here's the outside of it, the side of it. I believe it's 6 floors up, 5 or 6, I think it's 6 floors up. And this is the other side of it here. See if we can get across the street, get a So that's the front side of the hotel there. That's the other side where the front sea is going to wrap around for the condos. So this is it. All right, my construction entrepreneurs, I'll let you know how the negotiation goes. See if how much of this project we get. I'll keep you updated. We may not even get none of it. We'll see. But nice project, nice size. We're eager to get on it. We're in a very good position to take over this project, and we're willing to assume the risk. So my construction entrepreneurs, hustle hard, then hustle harder. Catch you on the next one.